Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are keeping cool. I wanted to continue my garden tour. I recently posted a Northside garden tour. I wanted to continue my Southside garden tour so that you can take a look and see how everything's doing in this hot weather that we're having. It's been up to 105 and 100 Fahrenheit days coming. But everything seems to doing all right. I did have a casualty, and I'll go ahead and show you that. Here you're seeing my cherry tree, and this is one that I have to water daily because it will wilt. I'm concluding that it's because it's against this fence and the fence gets really hot because, yeah, it seems to wilt. This happens in the summer though. But it's doing good. I mean, as good as it can be. I have no cherries yet, but it's barely the second year I planted this tree. And here you're seeing my beautiful, beautiful baby blue eucalyptus tree. Look at all the little blooms that it has, the little seedlings or leaves or whatever they're called. Um, about, I'd say maybe like 4 months ago, I cut off the crown of this tree and some of the branches to encourage it to bush out because it was stringy. It was really tall. It was growing skinny and tall, and didn't have the fullness. So I did cut the top off, and look at it now. It is beautiful. It was scary. My husband said, "What are you doing?" But I took the top and I just stuck it in a vase and dried out the eucalyptus, and it looks beautiful. And I'm so glad I did because look how beautiful it bushed out. And here we're gonna be walking around in my garden, and you can see this garden gets a little bit more of the brutal sun, even though we did make a shade. It is in pots, it's not in the ground. The only thing that I have in the ground in this area is the Pride of Madeira, but everything else is in pots. And again, they take the heat a little bit more drastic when it's in a pot. As you can see here, my climbing geranium is looking pretty sad. I need to go out there, clean it out, maybe pluck it out and put it in another pot in the shade. Yeah, so that it can get bright light or morning light and no direct sun. But here you're seeing my Pride of Madeira, and it is being eaten by something. And it's weird because these leaves, they're like they're rough. You touch them and they're kind of like a little bit, they're not soft, they're spiny. And something's eating it. I'm thinking it's maybe, I don't know, grasshopper or something. I'll spray it with some neem oil and hopefully that'll discourage anything from eating it. But look how beautiful my cotyledon mint truffles is doing. I love, love, love this plant. This is the best buy I have ever made. This one, well, I have top 5, but this is one of them. It just propagates like a champ. You just cut it off. It's kind of a jade. It reminds me of a jade where you just cut it off and just stick it in the ground, and it so now I have tons of these in my garden, and I love them because they're so beautiful and so hardy. And this is my rainbow elephant bush, my variegated elephant bush, and it's doing good. I need probably to transplant it to another planter, but when the heat's over, I'll do that. But look at my Mexican fence post cactus. It has grown so much, and now I'm thinking of actually planting this one in the ground in this area, in this side of the garden. I have another one on the other side that isn't doing pretty, it isn't doing too good. So I guess I'll plant that one and put it together with this one in this side. And here you're seeing the bird's nest sansevieria. I gave it a good trimming and I split it, and now I have 2 and they're doing great. They're growing. This one, poor little thing. I don't know what's wrong with it. These cactus are, yeah, they're rough. I have to take them out and put them in another pot so where I can monitor them because they are not doing good. But look at my Magnificus, Phyllosaurus magnificus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cactus. At first I thought this was a blue torch cactus, but this did turn out to be the magnificus, which is the one that I've been looking for forever. And a man at a mom and pop garden shop had this one in the back, and the mama got damaged with the frost, and I asked him if I could have a cutting, and he gave me a cutting, and yeah, it's taken a long time for it to grow, but it's thriving. And here I have just a string of bananas and a spider plant. It's giving off a little spider baby. And yeah, I wish I had more time to come out here and enjoy this side of the garden, but our AC unit is here, and it's noisy, it's old. We still love you, AC unit. Please keep working, but it probably he needs to be replaced in the near future. And yeah, it gives off this hot air and noise, but everything seems to be doing okay. And when the builders put this AC here, they put it next to the bedroom, which is not a good idea, but they did it. And these plants are still finding a way to thrive, except for a casualty that I have in these 3 little pots. I have my obesa, and I have my other beautiful little brain cactus here, and those seem to be doing okay. I see some new growth there, but I'm sorry to report that my rainbow cactus, or my hedgehog is just plop. But I wanted to show you what happens when they get too much water, and this is what happened in this case. They just start rotting from the inside, start shriveling, and they just become mush. And so I'm sad to see it go, but it's a good learning experience for everyone who's going through this. And this one, I don't overwater it, but somehow this happened. It could be that this pot doesn't have well enough drainage too. It maybe blocked the drainage from the bottom, maybe with a little rock or something. And yeah, this is what happened here. But look at it. Oh my goodness. It's gone. It's a goner. So, aw. You know, it was inside, it was planted in the ground, it was in a little pot out here. I tried it everywhere, and this one seemed never to be just growing. It takes a long time to grow, and that's one of the things that I'm not interested in at this point. I don't want plants that take forever to grow because, yeah, I have a little limited time on this earth, and I want to enjoy them as much as I can. And if I have to wait, 20 years to get growth from them, yeah. But here it is. Thank you so much for making my garden beautiful. I've enjoyed it, and I taped it and shared it with you guys, and it's a good thing. While it was here, it was loved, and it was, enjoyed. So it happens. Just everyone live and learn. This is what I do in my garden. It's a process, evolving process, and here you're seeing this beautiful cristata, gibiflora, and it looks like if it's in need of more water because it's been fuller and beautifuler, but you know what? I am not going to mess with it because I'm just going to keep it on the watering schedule, and everything else is doing great. Even though they're next to the AC that gives off this hot air. Yeah, I took out my my Sansevieria starfish plant because Vincent was just messing with it. And here you're seeing my string of pearls. This one is very finicky, doesn't like the hot, doesn't like the cold, but it seems to be doing okay right here. So I'm just going to let it go and keep it on that watering schedule. The grandicornis euphorbia, it just sprouted out like 5 inches of growth, and I'm very happy about that. So I'm just going to let it be. Here's my Easter or my Christmas cactus, epiphyllum. It's not flowering, but it's doing good. And yeah, here you're seeing another look at this starfish Sansevieria. And you will notice that it likes it here. It's doing great. It's next to its buddies over there that are just the spears. But yeah, Vincent bites the tips, and that's not a good thing for kitties or the plants. So yeah, I just put it out here and it seems to like it. And another one here, the peanut cactus, is just doing great. It's sprouting a bunch of little nodes from the arms, long arms, and I see one little piece that's down there that fell, so I'll pick that one up and replant it. Just throw it in the pot and it'll root. But yeah, pretty much down here it used to be full of plants. At the top, at the bottom, and even my potting bench was full of little pots. But I've incorporated them into the garden, and yeah. This is what you're seeing. I mean, the other little pots that I have are in this area and next to the porch area, next to my porch swing. But I love this area. It's a great area, but with the weather being so hot, it's not enticing to come out here. But you still have to come and check your plants. Make sure that they're doing okay. Because again, you'll have pests, and some of them will perform great in the heat, and some of them will get a little bit finicky, and I don't blame them. So what I'll do is, my geraniums, I'm going to go ahead and repot those and move them under the porch. And everything else seems to be doing okay. I might have to plant that cherry tree somewhere else in the future, but for now I'm going to let it go. Here you're seeing the sticks on fire, how green it is. It lost its orange color, but it's surviving. You see it a little bit sun bleached from the tips, but that's how it is with this plant. And my beautiful aloe vera is sprouting a bunch of babies from the base, and they're doing great. I won't be removing those until fall, because again, the heat, it's best not to mess with your plants in the heat if you don't have to. Sometimes you have to, and it's okay. Just take all the precautions. But yeah, if you don't have to, just let them go. Let them do their thing. And yeah, you'll continue to enjoy a beautiful garden. My Mexican salvia is just growing so beautifully, not flowering, but it's awesome. Rosemary, I got the spiders under control there with the neem oil. And all my corridor, like I showed you last time, now we're into my north side garden, is doing great. I mean, it's a little bit overgrown, but again, I'm not going to make any changes if I don't have to. All these little pots over here are doing great. And just really quick, I know I showed this in the other tour, but wanted to show you how great my Starry Night is doing, and my Dorothea aloes. They're doing great in this pot. And I haven't seen much growth out of the Dorothea, but the Starry Night, I've seen it grow. So I'm so happy about that. And all right, everyone. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Stay cool. Check your plants. Keep on your watering schedule, and it'll be a great summer. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you guys later.